The following is a presentation of WGN Sports.
In a decade of great Bulls teams and memorable moments, this season stands out for the coldly efficient way one opponent after another has been steamrolled. With a margin of victory that averages over 10 points, their offense has been spectacular at times, and the defense capable of smothering any team. While the Milwaukee Bucks seem to fall in the category of NBA roadkill, the first meeting of these teams proved to be one of the more entertaining of '95. While Michael rang up a season-high 45 at the Bradley Center, the big dog nearly matched him with 39, and the Bucks were tough to shoot down in Wisconsin. Their exciting young team visits the home of the best in basketball, coming up next. Center provides the stage tonight as the Milwaukee Bucks pay a visit to the winningest team in the NBA, the Chicago Bulls. Hi, everybody. I'm Wayne Larrabee. Welcome to Bulls basketball on WGN. The Bulls, with a win tonight, would equal the best 31-game start in the history of the NBA. But standing in the way of Chicago is a young Milwaukee team that is improving. They've won 3 of their last 5, 2 in a row, including a victory last night over Portland. My partner, Johnny Red Kerr, and Red, when we were up there last month at Milwaukee, it proved to be a very entertaining 2.5 hours.
Boy, it sure did, and 3 of the Bulls' big 3, they really played well. Michael Jordan had 45 points in that game up there. Pip had 28 on 12 of 18 shooting. And for the 3rd consecutive 20-rebound game, Rodman had 21. So they did what they wanted. But, you know, these guys come with some young bucks.
Yeah, they sure do. And those young bucks did not back down. They played very well. And we're talking, of course, about Glenn Robinson, who had a career high of 39 points, and Vin Baker, who was hot last night.
Yeah, Vin Baker has that big career last night of 41 points. These two guys put it together, they can give you all kinds of trouble.
And, you know, these two teams in our ball game up in Milwaukee shot the ball very well, both over 50%.
You know, they shot so well that we had a chance to talk to Phil Jackson before the game. Said, were they just hot, or was it good defense? What was it?
Well, the last game we didn't find our big matchup, which we've used successfully against Houston, against other teams in the last couple weeks, and that's putting Pippen and Jordan and Kukoc together. We had trouble because Robinson got hot against Tony. Tony had trouble guarding Robinson the last time. We'll try and get that matchup again out there in the floor so that we can find a specific area which we can penetrate the Milwaukee defense.
You know, I tell you, speaking about penetrating the Milwaukee defense, on the other side of the horn, of course, you've got the Milwaukee Bucks, and they're coming together offensively. A big trade earlier this year brought over Sherman Douglas from Boston, and Red, he's just starting to make his impact on this team.
Well, Sherman Douglas, as you see, is the first Buck to get a triple-double since Alvin Robinson did it in 1990. That's over 5 years ago. This guy can play. This is a guy that they think that can get the ball to Vin Baker and to Robinson. So they're very happy with this trade. Now, it took him some time to meld in. He's about ready.
Yeah, he's had 11 assists in each of his last 2 games. We've got an interesting matchup here tonight at the United Center in Chicago. The Chicago Bulls taking on the Milwaukee Bucks starting lineup. Opening tip just ahead on WGN.
Chicago Bulls basketball is brought to you by cold filtered Miller Genuine Draft, making the world a very cool place. Your local Ford dealer. See 5 of the 10 best-selling vehicles in America at your local Ford dealer today. Your local McDonald's restaurant. Have you had your break today? Electric Avenue, Montgomery Ward, the store for great prices on brand name electronics and appliances. AT&T, the official telecommunications company of the NBA. Your Chicagoland, Northwest Indiana Toyota dealers. I love what you do for me, Toyota. And by Southwest Airlines, the official airline of WGN TV Sports. Fly Southwest, the low-fare airline. McDonald's donates $25 to charitables when any Bulls player slam dunks during the game. McDonald's of Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana. Have you had your break today?
Wayne Larrabee, Johnny Redker from the United Center. Time now for the starting lineups for tonight's combatants, the Milwaukee Bucks and the Chicago Bulls. To the public address in Ray Clay.
Now let's meet tonight's starting lineups. First for the visiting Milwaukee Bucks. At 1 forward from Purdue, 6'7" Glenn Robinson. At the other forward, 6'11" out of Hartford, Vin Baker. The center, 7 foot from Creighton, Benoit Benjamin. A 6'1" guard from Syracuse, Sherman Douglas. And the other guard out of Richmond, 6'7", Johnny Newman. The Milwaukee Bucks are coached by Mike Dunleavy, assisted by Butch Carter, Jim Ian, Frank Hamblin. The Bucks trainer is Mark Feil.
Overall in his career has won 71% of his games, and you see his log against Milwaukee. The Bulls have won 23 straight regular season games on this floor, dating back to last year. They come in at 27-3 overall, 16-0 here at home this season. The Milwaukee Bucks at 12-18, they are 5-10 on the road, and the Bucks lead the series by a scant 1 game. Another capacity crowd on hand, 403rd consecutive sellout of a Bulls home game. The officials for tonight's game, Tommy Nunez, Tommy Wood, and Hugh Hollins.
Who?
I knew you'd say that.
Who, Hugh?
Yeah. There he is. I'll tell you, in this town, they'll never forget him for one call he made in a game in New York. Game 5, if I'm not mistaken, in New York a couple of years ago.
Good look at Glenn Robinson. He's ready to go.
The big dog and the big guy, Michael Jordan, loading up for his.
Oh, my water. I got to be ready for him to cover that water. That's the big thing there.
You got to be a little quicker than that.
I know.
He's a very quick guy.
You know, he's not the easiest guy to catch up to. To defend, I guess.
Tonight's overhead cam view is brought to you by Southwest Airlines. There's the camera. And in a moment, there's the view. Right on top of the Bulls' head. Benoit Benjamin stepping in, having one of his consistently best seasons as a pro. That's not saying a whole lot. Luke Longley for the Bulls on the tip, and we're underway. The Bucks able to control. Johnny Newman flags it down. Newman and Sherman Douglas the backcourt, and then Vin Baker, Glenn Robinson, two of the best young forwards in the NBA, and Benoit Benjamin in the middle. The Bulls with, of course, Harper, And Jordan the backcourt, Pippen, Longley, and Rodman up front. Benjamin just off the key with the first 2 points of the game. He had 8 points and 10 rebounds in the first meeting of these two teams last month. Jordan finds Rodman on the post. Harper open from the outside over Douglas. And the rebound, Vin Baker. Baker, one of 6 players in the NBA, averaging 20 points and 10 rebounds a game. Opening minute, first quarter here at the United Center. Good to have you with us on another Saturday night of Bulls basketball. Douglas penetrates down the lane, had it poked out of bounds. It'll belong to the Bucks with 4 to go on the shot clock. Ron Harper with the quick hands. There's the shot clock in the left-hand corner of your screen. Douglas with a quick release. And Rodman the rebound. As Red mentioned, Rodman had 21 rebounds in the first meeting of these two teams.
That's his first rebound against Milwaukee with the blonde hair this season.
He had green appropriately up in Milwaukee. Scottie Pippen penetrates the lane. Ron Harper with a chip shot off the baseline. Scottie Pippen the rebound. Tough shot there. Rodman the rebound and the putback.
Rodman digs it out. Does that tough blue collar work. That's why they love him here in Chicago.
Oh, they do, don't they? Tied in the early going. Douglas watched by Jordan. Here's Glenn Robinson. Down low intended for Benjamin. Tough pass for the big guy to handle there. Longley picked up and Harper out of the backcourt. Scottie Pippen. Jordan wanted a post. Now Scottie rotates to Ron Harper. Luke Longley trying to hit Jordan. Michael for 3. Ring it up.
But Longley had the ball right under the basket. Good odds there, but not bad odds for Michael wide open on this left side.
Jordan shooting 35% from the stripe. Here's Douglas on the drive. Nicely done. Bulls by 1. Jordan on the drive. Longley the follow. Luke with his first 2 points of the game. The Bulls by 3. That's Vin Baker with the right hand. Baker averaging 20.5 points a contest. Pippen for 3 out front. Longley back taps the rebound to the corner, and Harper finds Jordan wide open to the arc again. A long carom out to Johnny Newman, and he passes ahead to Sherman Douglas. Early going, Bulls by a point. Baker again gets in close on Rodman. Baker the putback. Rodman clear. It's going to be a tough matchup, Red, for Dennis Rodman from a physical standpoint.
Yep.
Vin Baker, a big physical guy.
Offensive foul on Luke. You're right. Luke Longley trying to set the screen in there, picks up the offensive foul, but you're right that he's given away big size, and this guy is a bona fide all-star this year, Baker. He's the best kept secret in Milwaukee, isn't he?
He sure is. You're talking 6'11" and 250 right on Vin Baker, 6'9" and 220 on Dennis Rodman. So in a couple of inches and 30 pounds. Douglas out high, the lob for the big dog, and he missed it on the slam attempt.
Scottie, pretty good defense on him too.
Pip rotates back outside to Harper, who penetrates on the runner. Harper on the tip.
Bulls have been pretty good after they've missed their first shot.
They're getting second chance points, aren't they? Tell you.
Is that 5 offensive rebounds they got there?
Yes, they do. They've put back at least 4 of them for field goals. Baker again on the block. Double down from Harper for the order of Phil Jackson and Douglas. Baker this time spins away with a rainbow of a shot as the shot clock winds down. Jordan to Harper on the drive.
On the drive, a slam. It looked like he got a little bump from the big dog. No count. Nice running with Harper sprinting out of the post. They'll take a timeout here and talk it over a little bit.
Harper's field goal means $25 from McDonald's to Charitables every time a Bull slam dunks in tonight's game. Ron Harper with 4 points has the Bulls on top by 5 and 7:23 to go in the first.
Bulls are leading 11-6 here from the Southwest Airlines overhead cam. We'll take a look at what happens. Big dog right here should stay at home with Michael Jordan here, but he doesn't. He comes back to help on the defense when Luke Longley gets the ball here. And watch what happens. Watch the big dog now. He's going to sneak in and try to help out defensively. Michael wide open. Gets the throw across from Luke and dials 900.
Or 3 at least.
That was way out there. Offensive foul. Was that a...
Got a violation on the Bucks there.
Couldn't get the ball in.
Get the ball in 5 seconds. Yeah. 5-second violation. Now some. What do they have here? Another stoppage in play.
You got to get the clock right. I think of what it was. There was no time off the clock, of course. So whatever it was when they went for the timeout, it should be.
I would imagine they'd have to reload the shot clock for the Bulls as well. There it is, up to 24. They just did that, and now we're set to go, I think. I think they want 7:23 on the clock. Yeah, on the game clock. So as soon as they're able to do that.
There it is. It's marked up here on our cumulative flash stats, so that must be right.
Bulls have shot 5 of 12 from the floor. Bucks at 3 of 8. Rodman to Jordan.
See if they get any help. Newman gets any help, does he? Then Baker with the
Baker
block.
with a partial deflection. Longley retrieves to Michael over Douglas. Jordan with 5, and the Bulls extend the advantage to 7. Biggest lead of the night.
Good help by Vin Baker that time. He actually blocked it, but Luke was able to come up with that loose ball, flip it back to Michael. The second time it was over a 6'1" Douglas. That was a little easier.
Baker to Benoit Benjamin. Double down from Jordan. Good ball rotation to Newman for the open 3 attempt, and Rodman is there. Harper to Pippen.
Whoa, Pip! What a giant step for mankind. A big one for Pip, too.
15-6 the score in favor of Chicago. Benjamin way outside. When Benoit's that far out, Longley has to stay up by the foul line. Now Benjamin goes back down low. 5 to go on the shot clock for the Bucks. Glenn Robinson partially deflected by Pippen. Longley up and firing to Harper.
Oh man, the Bulls with runouts, getting a rebound and really flying out of there. Harp with 6.
17-6 Chicago.
They got Terry Cummings sitting there. They want to bring in a little bigger player for the half court.
Glenn Robinson been quiet so far tonight. I spoke too soon. His first 2 points. Phil Jackson was mentioning the key thing with Glenn Robinson. Don't let him get off on the mark early. Otherwise he'll stay hot all night. Jordan penetrating and drew contact for a foul. Fouls on Johnny Newman. It's his first.
Okay, let's take a look at this rebound by Dennis Rodman. He's going to fire the ball out as he looks down court. He gets it over here to Harper. Harper flies it down to Pip. Pip with that big giant step goes around a big dog and in. What a fast break. So Michael shoots 2 free throws here. That foul was on Johnny Newman, I believe.
Yep. You're correct, sir. Michael off the mark on his first. He'll have another. Michael at 83% from the free throw strike. Shooting very well from the floor in his last 3 games. 55% from the field. 1 out of 2 here. He has 6 points in this game. 5.5 to go. Some pressure in the backcourt by the Bulls. We are first quarter. Bulls by 10. Robinson feeds Newman. Oh! Baker can't handle it. Robinson does and draws the foul. It's either Pippen or it's going to be on Dennis Rodman, his first.
He's holding the uniform out so you could get a good look at it. It's me, 91.
Robinson gets a couple. He has 2 points in the game so far. Career high 39 points, 10 rebounds in that victory and that loss to the Bulls back in December. A season high for Robinson in that game, and he was goaded into it, so to speak, by Dennis Rodman. Bulls by 8. We are first quarter from the United Center. Pippen on the drop. Ron Harper trying to post up Sherman Douglas. Harper knifing in, and he is fouled.
Sherman Douglas, I think, reached in there. No, it wasn't. Terry Cummings.
Terry Cummings
yeah.
on the foul, yeah. First on Terry, the second on the team. Mike Dunleavy looks on in his 4th season with the Bucks. 94 and 182. Herb Cole, the owner up in Milwaukee, said before this season he expects a playoff team. They've gone through some losing seasons. They've had some lottery picks, and it's time now to put all that behind them and win. Easier said than done.
Yeah. He's got a coach under contract to 2004, I think.
Yeah.
General manager Mike Dunleavy.
General manager and head coach. Harper makes good on a pair. He has 8 points. Pressure in the backcourt. The inbounds to Newman. You know, being a GM combination coach, Red, is a topic of discussion in the NFL all the time. This was, oh, Dunleavy can't believe it. It should be a Milwaukee ball. Was last touched by Scottie.
Pip turned his ankle. Pip turned his ankle. Watch out.
And they're correct. Hugh Hollins is being corrected on the play. Hugh Hollins was actually closest to it, but it looked like Scottie touched it out of bounds, and Dunleavy is.
Pip limping a little bit.
Yeah, he
hurt
is.
his ankle there.
I don't think bad enough to come out, but we'll keep an eye on him. So they give it to the Bucks on the overrule. Pippen knocks this one out of bounds, no doubt about that. You know, a lot of discussion, Red. Can a coach be a general manager at the same time in this day and age?
It's very difficult because you deal with dollars and minutes.
Dollars and minutes, exactly.
Big time difference.
Much different than it was back in your day when you were coaching in this league. Oh, nice up and under move by the veteran Terry Cummings. Out of DePaul University, a 2-time All-Star with this Bucks team back in the 80s. Bulls leading by 8. Luke Longley down low, taken away by Terry Cummings. A cutting move from behind by Cummings. Sherman Douglas. Oh, nice look into Baker for the deposit. 4 for Baker, and the Bucks charge right back into it, down by 6. Timeout coming up for the Bulls. 4:12 to go in this first quarter. The Bulls will take time to talk it over. Phil Jackson and company still enjoy a 6-point advantage. Bucks are trailing by 10 moments ago. They are back to within 6 here with 4:12 to go in the first, Red.
Well, watch what a delayed break is. Now, way back here on the left side, you see their big guy Baker. Now, as Douglas goes across, they all go to him. Baker just keeps going on down the lane and piles it on.
Vin Baker coming off a 41-point explosion last night. And you take a look at these rookies in Milwaukee Bucks history. Oh, I tell you, Robinson and Baker both scored over 1,000 points in their rookie seasons. They're in good company. Luke Longley with a chip shot. Scottie Pippen the rebound. 4 minutes to go. This first quarter, Pippen penetrates. Beautiful move.
Finger roll. Nicely done by the Pip.
8-point lead, Chicago. Douglas spearheaded the Celtic drive into the playoffs last spring. Robinson, the big dog. Terry Cummings, the cool veteran. Baker trying to post, but Cummings takes the jumper from the outside.
So they decide Benoit Benjamin is not going to get the job done. Bring in Terry Cummings, 3 forward offense.
Michael off the mark there. Scottie another offensive rebound. Ron Harper at the arc. Takes Robinson off the dribble. Rodman is there.
As Rodman picks it up, fires it back in. You know what? What was he, 6 for 7 the other night in Charlotte for 12 points and 11 boards?
Sure was. An excellent ball game. Here's a look at the second chance statistic, heavily in favor of the Bulls. Harper was tied up down low, and the foul is on Ron Harper. His first and second on the team. On Wednesday, January 10th, Bulls battle the Seattle Supersonics in Insure One half night. First 10,000 entering United Center. Receive a Bulls hat, compliments of Insure One. Under 3 minutes to go, first quarter. The Bulls are leading by 8. Robinson down to the block, and Vin Baker. Loose ball foul coming up against the Milwaukee Bucks. Going to be on Vin Baker, I believe, or Terry Cummings.
Vin Baker way up.
Baker's first. Third on the team. Scottie tried to drop it down low to Michael Jordan, put it off the foot of the big dog.
They got
an
an
offensive foul coming up on Glenn Robinson.
Ronnie Harper played it perfectly. They got the ball out to Robinson. He wasn't looking, and Harper just established his territory at midcourt. Watch this. He's going to turn around and look to the side. And Harper's just standing there. All he had to worry about was how hard that blow was going to be.
Bulls lead by 8. Jordan finds Luke Longley to Harper. Rodman back tapping the rebound to himself. Saves to Jordan for 3.
Oh, yeah, that's the way.
Rodman to Jordan. Dennis Rodman with the blue-collar work down low, and Michael Jordan with the tray.
Oh,
largest lead of the night. Harper picks up his second personal foul here on the reach.
Just at the 2-minute mark. Take a look at this last basket. A tap out to himself. Dennis taps the ball. Is he going to go out of bounds and step on another player's foot? What is it? He fires it out. MJ lines it up. Stern in. All he had to do was read that, David Stern.
Jordan 2 out of 3 from the arc. Under 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Robinson's shot won't fall. Rodman another rebound. Scottie Pippen on the run to Jordan. Michael the pull-up.
He's in there alone just battling.
Sherman Douglas with the acceleration. Some pushing and shoving going on down low, and Jordan comes up with a steal.
Run, Tony.
To Kukoc. Pippen. Longley is there. Trying to force a pass over to Tony Kukoc and threw it away, basically. Douglas to Ben Baker. Here's Terry Cummings for 3. Robinson. Pippen up high for the board.
What a job the Bulls are doing on the boards down there. Pip's going to take a little time off here.
Bulls are dominating Red with 20 rebounds and just 6 for Milwaukee.
See if Tony does a little job here.
8 to go on the shot clock. Tony to the red zone with 5 to go. Nice up and under move. Luke Longley the chip shot. Luke second from the field. He has 4. Bulls by 13, their biggest lead of the night. Under a minute to go in this first quarter.
Go early, he said. Go early on Douglas. Who is it?
They switch Pippen over on Sherman Douglas. Terry Cummings picked up by Luke Longley. Baker has the rebound. And a foul on Tony Kukoc. First personal on Tony. Let's pause here for station identification.
This is America's #1 sports station, WGN-TV, Chicago.
Bulls have outscored the Bucks 8-2 in the last 2 minutes to assume the 13-point edge that Ben Baker will try to cut into. Steve Kerr up off the bench along with Judd Bushler for the Bulls. Baker missed his first. And some changes coming up. Rodman and Longley lead to a round of applause and well-deserved. Lee Mayberry reports on for the Milwaukee Bucks.
Nice. Jerry Reynolds. Haven't seen him since Sacramento.
Yeah, Jerry Reynolds is coming on. And also in the ball game, Randolph Keys for Milwaukee.
Now they'll put some pressure on, but the Bulls should have Tony out at the top of the key before it's all over. Then Baker makes the second one. He's got 5.
5 for Baker. 29-17.
They bring Tony out, or they just leave Michael on top.
Tony comes out to the wing. Michael sets the floor in the final seconds.
They had a foul to take, so they did.
Randolph Keys commits the foul, his first of the last 2 minutes on the Bucks. 7.9 seconds remaining in this first quarter. Bulls lead by 12. Scottie Pippen wanted Tony to move perhaps down to the baseline. Jordan gets the inbounds pass. Michael pass out.
Oh, nice.
Oh, great touch pass.
Beautifully done. Up in the Kerr directing a pass.
And the first quarter comes to a close. Steve Kerr with a touch pass to Scottie Pippen. Teamwork at its best to close the first quarter. Rodman with 8 boards helps fuel the Bulls to a 14-point advantage. End of one, 31-17.
On Sister Sister, when the twin spokes go snooping at their bedroom.
Mom? Dad?
Hi.
What is he doing?
There's something we have to confess.
We're in love.
Then Kirk persuades his dream girl to join his team.
Kirk, you think she's any good?
I think she's wonderful.
I mean, at bowling.
But when the big tournament arrives,
It's a little late to say, Elizabeth, you stink.
What did you say?
Kirk after Sister Sister.
Sunday night at 7 on WGN Channel 9.
It's their turf. It's their world. It's their game. And when we don't play by their rules, the results can be deadly. From the creator of the award-winning television series Wild America comes a home video unlike anything you've ever seen. These are nature's dangerous encounters, captured in one of the most astonishing wildlife films ever made, and available now for the first time as a special 1-hour home video. Call this toll-free number now to get Dangerous Encounters for just $19.95. It is not available in stores. Order now, and you'll also receive Watching Wildlife absolutely free. That's right. Both of these extraordinary programs are yours for just $19.95. Call now.
For rush delivery, get your credit card ready and call 1-800-889-6600. That's 1-800-889-6600. Or send your check or money order to the address on your screen. Call 1-800-889-6600 right now.
Now, to each man who shaves, there's an edge all his own. Only Edge Gel has 8 custom formulas to fit every shaving need. From tough beards to sensitive skin. For a close, comfortable shave, get an edge of your own. Ultimate closeness, ultimate comfort. That's the Edge. And for dry skin, try new Edge Extra Moisturizing Formula.
Write down the Bulls' high score, his point total, and the date of tonight's game, and send it on a postcard to WGN. You could win round-trip tickets on Southwest Airlines, the low-fare airline.
Welcome back to the United Center. Bulls leading 31-17. Talking to the coaches before the game, their main concern defensively, shutting down Ben Baker. He had a career high against this team the last time. Had a big night last night. A combination of 4 different guys have collapsed on him to play defense, and it shows. Only 5 points in the first quarter. Wayne?
Thank you, Bill. Start of the second quarter. Kerr, Kukoc, Pippen, Wennington, and Bushler on the floor for the Bulls. Lee Mayberry. There's a pass right to Red Kerr. A little miscommunication there as Bill Wennington tossed it away. Marty Conlon, Mayberry, Cummings, the big dog, Glenn Robinson, and Randolph Keys on the floor for the Bucks. Boy, when they take out Benoit Benjamin, Red, they go real small, don't they? Cummings on the fade. Scottie Pippen.
Run Tony running under Phil.
Pip off a screen by Tony Kukoc. Intended for Bushler off his hand. Turnover Bulls.
Yep, they've turned it over twice now, and Milwaukee missed a shot with their last possession, so it slowed down here a little bit.
The numbers in that first quarter, the big one, 20 rebounds for the Bulls. A minute gone by. Start of the second quarter. Oh, nice feed to Terry Cummings from Lee Mayberry. Cummings hits on the reverse. Cummings with 6 off the bench. Bulls leading 31-19. Kukoc trying to hit Bushler, and the interior feed denied by Randolph Keys, but last touched apparently by Tony. So another Bulls turnover. 3 to start the second quarter.
Bulls had 5 in that first quarter. Travel on there. Nice move. It's a great move, but you got to put the ball down between.
Too much shake in that bake there, I think.
All right, let's see if the Bulls can complete a pass to a teammate here this trip.
Wennington sets the screen. Tony on the block against Marty Conlon. To the left hand, a push by Conlon. And Tony head to the line. First on Conlon, first on the team. Hey, a reminder that on Tuesday, March 26th, the Bulls and Lou Malnati's Pizzeria will host Festivals 96, the annual dinner and sports memorabilia auction to benefit charitables of the Bulls practice facility. Tickets $175 per person. Call 312-455-4000 for details. Kukoc at the arc, had it partially blocked by Conlon. Robinson to Keys. Robinson dishes out to Conlon. Comes up short there. Pippen with the rebound on Robinson. Kukoc for three.
Tony. His first points.
Third tray of the night for the Bulls, and they lead 34-19. Randolph Keys lets fly for three.
Over the top.
Scottie Pippen got bumped as well on that play, but it'll be Chicago basketball.
Pip with 6 rebounds, 3 off the offensive glass.
Bulls have dominated the boards here in this first half. Their lead is 15. Pippen off the screen by Wennington. Got a foul coming up here. It's going to be on Robinson. His second personal, second of the team. Boy, and the matchup between Robinson and Pippen, when they are matched up together, right, they are really not very close in terms of class. I mean, Pippen is just so much superior a player in most phases of the game. Right now, Robinson is guarding Bushler. Pippen on the turnaround over Randolph Keys. The ball knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Kukoc. It'll belong to Milwaukee.
Well, they're both averaging about the same, just about the same points per game. But you have to remember, opening night against Charlotte, Pip played 10 minutes and didn't have anything. They have a point, a rebound, an assist, or anything. So his numbers in the 10 minutes he played, you have to figure what he would have been if he would have got just his average.
Pippen retrieves the miss by Cummings. And got a foul on Terry Cummings here. Terry Cummings picking up his second personal. Third on the team. Very unusual foul there, Red. He picked it up before Pippen had even got past half court.
Well, what he tried to do, he thought Pip had him going on a fast break. He tried to just slow him down a little bit, but he couldn't get out of his way.
Steve Kerr sets the floor for the Bulls. A 15-point Chicago lead. Kukoc penetrating. Tough move. Didn't quite finish it. Marty Conlon digs out the rebound. Lee Mayberry on the run. Randolph Keys off the shins of Bill Wennington.
They got a foul.
Yeah,
no. Reset the 24-second clock. That's what it was. Tommy Wood. Here comes Michael back in the game. Terry Cummings leaves. Who did they come in with now? Ben Baker, huh?
So Baker's back. Jordan is back. Scottie Pippen gets a break. Pip heads off with 6 points.
Dennis Rodman puts the shirt back in. Who does he come for here? Judd Whistler.
So Jordan and Kerr in the backcourt. Wennington in the middle with Rodman and Kukoc at the forward spots for the Bulls. Lee Mayberry, the point guard spot for Milwaukee. Marty Conlon jumped at by Jordan, takes it right down the lane. Conlon's first 2 of the night. 13 points the lead now for the Chicago Bulls. Almost 4 minutes gone by, second quarter. Michael takes it over Randolph Keys. A line drive right on the money for Jordan. He has 11. (36-21) Chicago. Lee Mayberry on the pull-up for 3. Wennington and Rodman battling each other for the rebound. They knocked it out of bounds. Wennington a pat on the back of Dennis says, I know that's your job, but I had the angle on that one. Now Dickie Simpkins up off the bench reporting on, and he's going to get Bill Wennington. Bulls are leading by 15 as Wennington comes to the bench. Did not score in his tour of duty. Marty Conlon off the inbounds. Misses the wide open jumper. Robinson rebounds. Double team by Rodman and Kukoc in the corner. And finally, we get a timeout called by Milwaukee.
20-second timeout.
Yep, 22nd. You can see Hugh Holland signaling it right there. As Rodman and Kukoc had the big dog trapped. They had him caged. So as they talk it over, we'll remind you And what's on tap? Bulls and 76ers coming up a week from tonight here on WGN at the Spectrum in Philadelphia. 6:30 Central Time start here on WGN. And a reminder, fans, that on Wednesday, January 10th, when the Bulls battle the Seattle Supersonics, it's Insure One Hat Night. First 10,000 fans entering the United Center will receive a Bulls hat, compliments of Insure One.
Well, Michael has now scored at least double figures in 625 straight games. Not bad.
Pretty consistent, huh?
We go nuts over the Bulls. We WGN. Cute.
Nice move. Randolph Keys. Oh, make that Robinson on the drive. Inside on Tony Kukoc. Glenn Robinson with 6. Jordan sets the floor for the Bulls again. Kerr running off the screen by Rodman. Oh, pass. Dennis threw it right at the ankles of Michael Jordan.
He threw it and tried to hang on at the same time. It was not a good pass. The Bulls have turned over about 4 times in this quarter.
Yeah. Take a look at the shooting this season and tonight. The Bulls among the best in the league. Vin Baker backing Dickie Simpkins. That's tough to stop. Baker with 7 here tonight. Rodman at the arc. He's 0 for 8 from there. Gives it up to Tony Kukoc. Double down from Marty Conlon. Kerr is the open man. Steps just inside the arc. Long rebound to Tony. Tony trying to feed Rodman right through his fingertips. Bulls have been sloppy here in the second. After a very sharp first quarter, they've turned it over on numerous occasions here in the second quarter. Marty Conlon taking a long time here. Vin Baker on the block now against Simpkins. Baker to the lane. Scored in a foul. Vin Baker now with 9, and he'll go to the line. The foul on Dickie Simpkins. So the Bucks getting a matchup that they like in the post down low. Vin Baker, watch him work against Dickie Simpkins. Takes him right to the lane and beats him on the turnaround. Dickie picking up the foul, his first, and we've got a break of the action with 6:26 to go in the first half.
Circuit breaker. Check. Window heat. On. Take off warning horn. Check. Parking brake. Set. Radio's radar and transponder. Set and standing by. Sunscreen. SPF 15. That's a check.
Southwest Airlines is going to Florida with low fares on every seat, every flight, every day. Florida has never been closer.
Cool shades. On.
Oh, yeah. It's your time, time to shine. Time to live what's in your mind. It's your time.
This time, it's your time.
It's your time.
NGD Light.
The GMC Sierra. This year, it has even more power. And it's always been known for strength. And of course, style. But we still felt the need for a little something on the side. The convenient new third door. Another first on Sierra from GMC.
On Tuesday, January 16th, when the Bulls battle the Philadelphia 76ers, it's WMAQ Radio Umbrella Night. First 10,000 fans entering the United Center will receive a Bulls umbrella. Compliments of WMAQ Radio. Well, Red Kerr, the Bulls 6 turnovers already in this second quarter. We still have 6:26 left to go in the period. That's an interesting view of the United Center.
I'll tell you.
Right through one of the horns. How about that? And not a bad shot. Interesting shot for the Southwest Airlines overhead cam.
Well, I can't help but looking at that those purple uniforms and thinking of what a marvelous season that the Northwestern Wildcats had, and congratulations to Gary Barnett staying here in Evanston.
It's great to have him stay,
yes,
that's for sure.
You cannot stay in the league here playing behind Vin Baker. You must make an attempt to get on the side of him, in front of him, and bother him. You cannot just let him catch the ball.
Bucks much improved in the second quarter from their first period shooting. They've outscored the Bulls 9-2 in the last minute 55. Jordan looking for room and an illegal defense on Milwaukee. So that's the first violation on the Bucks, and they will reload the shot clock. I believe it was Vin Baker who was out of position.
Right.
Mike Dunleavy doesn't believe it, but hey. Coming up on 6 minutes left to go first half. Bulls lead by 8. They've led by as many as 15 in this first half. Kukoc on the drive. Baker the rebound. Tony looking to take it away, and he ties him up.
Tony thought he got hammered on the play going down the lane and sort of stood there, pouted a little bit, turned around, said, hey, I think I got to jump all of this one. Watch him go down the lane here. I think he gets hammered on this play. Now he comes back into your shot. Said, oh, jump ball. Watch the fast break now. Just
Kukoc and Baker on the tip. Controlled by the Bucks. Kind of a poor toss there, wasn't it? Mayberry sets it up. Marty Conlon. Lee Mayberry. Glenn Robinson against Tony Kukoc, and Kukoc on the reach. Taps him on the wrist, and a foul called. Second on Kukoc.
Comes Pip.
2 team fouls on the Bulls. Scottie Pippen back on, and Bill make that Luke Longley also coming back into the game. Kukoc and Simpkins lead. Under 6 minutes to go in this first half, and Randolph Keys on the one bounce at Glenn Robinson. Dog had lost the handle on it, or had it poked away by Scottie. Pippen to Kerr. This a long distance three. Hit right off the chest of Luke Longley. Almost hit him in the face. Robinson clears to Mayberry.
He's got what, 5 points in this quarter. We got 5 minutes left. One of those walk in your sleep quarters.
After a strong first period performance. Oh, nice look. Baker to Robinson. Yes, and a foul. Suddenly the lead of 15 points has dissipated to 6.
Scottie Pippen, I believe, was the one that whacked him going down the lane. Take another look at it here. Now here he comes down the lane. He gets the ball. Pip comes up here and grabs him right across the right arm.
Robinson missed the free throw. 5 minutes left to go in the first half. 6-point lead. Jordan had it tipped away. Picked up by Keys, who signals for a timeout as he fell out of bounds. So the Bucks take a timeout. I believe they're going to have to take a full timeout. They took their 20 earlier in this first half. So we've got a break in the action. Mike Dunleavy's team has dug in defensively and come back to within 6 with 4:52 to go in the half. Now, Red, watch this. Michael's not doing any trash talking here. He's trying to instruct his teammate Luke Longley to vacate the lane, and meanwhile Randolph Keys with a quick hand tips it away.
They're trying to tell him to get out of the way. I don't need to screen.
Bulls have struggled in this quarter. They have exactly 2 field goals. They are 2 for 7 shooting from the floor. You take a look at the turnover situation. After a sharp first quarter, Phil Jackson has seen things turn around almost completely for his ball club here in the second quarter. A 3-point field goal by Kukoc and a 2-pointer by Jordan. All she wrote offensively for the Bulls thus far. 17
points in a first quarter is too big an advantage to have if you don't keep the intensity up. You get them, let them right back in. Illegal defense.
Illegal coming up on the Bulls. I believe it's being called on Dennis or Scottie. No, Scottie Pippen. So,
first violation of warning for the Bulls. A new 24.
Illegal defense on the Bulls. So that's their first violation.
Bulls get 31 points in that first quarter. They've got 5 here in this quarter.
4.5 to go in the second quarter. Vin Baker with a pull-up over Luke Longley. Baker has 12. Bulls haven't scored in almost 4 minutes. Michael Jordan, and got a whistle coming up right away.
hand by Keys.
Keys picks up the hand check, his second personal foul. That's 4 on the team. Mike Dunleavy's team, one thing they do, Red, they do play tough defense. They work hard on the defensive end, and thus they'll stay in more games than they're out of.
This was a strange team. There's a block.
Block on the drive by Jordan. Conlon saves to the big dog Robinson, and here's Lee Mayberry. Keys with the turnaround from deep for 2.
This is a team that has done it. Marty Conlon, Randolph Keys, Lee Mayberry.
6 in a row from the floor for the Bucks. Pippen to break the string. Rodman was double teamed on that rebound attempt. Baker came away with it. Lee Mayberry. Marty Conlon. For 2.
Oh boy, they got the range down. Their bench is up. Their coach has got it. They've tied the score. They've come back 17 down the start of this quarter.
3 members of the Milwaukee bench on the floor and 2 starters, Robinson and Baker. And they have done the job against Michael Jordan and the Bulls. Jordan trying to solve the Bucks, and he does on a reverse. Boy, first points for the Bulls in better than 4 minutes in this second quarter. Under 3 minutes to go, second period. Mayberry finds Baker on the block. Turnaround over Longley. Rodman controls the board. Jordan looking to crank the offense into high gear. Draws contact and the foul. It's on Randolph Keys, his 3rd personal, 5th on the team.
Let's take a look at Michael. What happens here? Last couple times he goes on underneath, makes the reverse. Beautifully done. The first basket, as you mentioned, in a long time. Then he comes in here. He makes the fake on Keys. Keys tries to block. Michael goes with the shots. He'll shoot a couple free throws.
MJ making good on his first. He is 5 of 11 from the field here tonight after shooting 55% in the last 3 games. Keys leaves, and he did a good job while he was in there. Johnny Newman comes back on for Milwaukee. Michael threads a couple. He has 15. Pressure in the backcourt by the Bulls. Double team on the ball here. Baker has it stripped away. Coming up with it is Jordan.
They find Steve. He's all alone. Take a good look.
Watched by Robinson. Here's Scottie Pippen getting baseline on Baker, and Conlon.
Yeah. Pip underneath. The big boys come into play here when you need them, and then all of a sudden the Bulls have reeled off 6 in a row.
4 by Jordan and those 2 by Pippen. 42-36 Chicago. Mayberry looking to get the angle on Steve Kerr.
He stepped out of bounds.
Looks like he did. Yeah, that's what the official signaling. He did. He ran out of real estate on the sidelines. Boy, Mike Dunleavy continues to work Hugh Hollins. He's going to lose that argument. 2 minutes to go. First half of play here at the United Center. Scottie Pippen finds Kukoc. Marty Conlon on the reach picks up the foul, his 2nd personal. And the Bulls will be going to the line. Milwaukee over the foul limit. So, Red, after a stagnant period, an extended period of stagnation on the part of the Bulls that allowed the Bucks to come back and tie the game, the Bulls had a chance here now to extend their advantage from just 6 points to 8.
Well, the Bulls went to their bench. They've got great play out of Pippen, Rodman, Longley, Harper, and Jordan in the first quarter. Then they went to their bench and they started, and the bench did not continue things. I thought Mike Dunleavy did a nice job. He went small with his team. He took Benoit Benjamin out. He came in with Terry Cummings, and that started. And then Conlon and Randolph Keys.
We haven't seen Benoit Benjamin since the first 6 minutes of the game. Kukoc with 4 points. Lee Mayberry advances it across against Steve Kerr. They clear it out for him. Mayberry off the dribble. Jordan helping out. Chased down by Johnny Newman. Newman wants Baker on the block and goes to him, and he lost it out of play.
Michael came back to help out just a little bit, and that's all he needed. Luke needed.
1:30 to go, first half. Driest quarter for the Bulls from an offensive standpoint occurred at Seattle. They've got 12 this quarter. Kukoc to the left hand, making 14 in the quarter. Tony Kukoc with 6 points here in the second quarter. The Bulls back on top by 9. Biggest lead for Chicago, 15 points here tonight. Baker, a bullet feed to Robinson, and another turnover for Milwaukee.
All of a sudden, they've got the Bulls had it at the start of this quarter.
Under a minute to go, second quarter. Michael Jordan. Bulls on a 9-0 run. Jordan penetrates, and he'll go to the line. Got a push coming up on Johnny Newman. Second foul on Newman. Michael has made good on 3 of 4 at the free throw line, heading back to the stripe.
Michael Jordan at the line, 2 shots.
Michael had 27 the other night at Charlotte. Here in this second quarter now, Jordan with 7 points.
The Bulls have run off 11 in a row now.
17 points for Michael in the game. Then Baker out of the backcourt. Reaching in on it was Kukoc, and
timeout.
Timeout taken. A timeout.
All right.
The Bulls on occasion have been frightful with their double teams as far as the Bucks and Vin Baker are concerned. And another timeout forced by the Chicago defense with 38.8 remaining in the second quarter. Halftime at the United Center, and the Bulls at the moment enjoying a 9-point lead. They had a 15-point advantage earlier in the first half, but the Bucks roared back, tied the game at 36 before the Bulls put on a run down the stretch. And Johnny Redker, as usual, we have plenty of highlights of that first half.
Absolutely, some nice highlights. Let's take a look at a few of them. Well, first of all, Marty Connell will get the ball in here to Glenn Robinson to fake on Tony. Tony leaves his feet, and if you do that, the big dog can hammer it on down. All right, Dennis Rodman battling for the rebound. He saves it. Do you get a reward? Yes, Dennis, for your team. MJ dials it for 3. Nice job. Just before the quarter end, watch this one over to Steve Kerr. Breaks down the sideline, and watch this. He just converts a pass to Pip with one hand underneath. The clock is running down. Pip gets the layup. Nicely done. If you play behind Baker, I said you'll be in deep trouble. Here he backs Dickie Simpkins in, and he turns around, goes up, catches the foul, and knocks the one in. Now, just when they ended the run here, Michael Jordan's on the left side. A lot of people say stop him before he gets to the basket, but if you try to do that, sometimes he tricks you and goes past the basket and makes the shot.
Halftime statistics. Both teams shot about the same. The Bulls held a big advantage on the boards. Most of that came in the first quarter, and it precipitated in second chance points. Those 12 offensive rebounds leading to 15 second chance points for the Chicago Bulls. Montgomery Ward leading scorers. Vin Baker 6 of 11 from the floor for the Bucks, and Michael Jordan 5 of 11 from the field for the Chicago Bulls. Let's go over to Bill Weir with Jim Clemens, the assistant coach. Bill?
Thank you very much, Wayne. These guys have managed to stay tight for a spell there, although pulled away. Do they worry at all in the second half?
Well, they're going to be a very good team. We got to control Baker a little bit better in the post, and our second unit, when they take the floor, has to do a better job in getting us the shots and limit their turnovers.
No turnovers, right?
Well, limit them anyway.
Limit them. Okay, very good. Good luck in the second half, Coach. Wayne, back to you.
Thank you very much, Bill. Upcoming games for the Bulls. Wednesday night against Seattle, then Saturday at Philadelphia, and that's a Monday afternoon game on WGN on the 15th at Washington, Martin Luther King birthday. And then Tuesday, the 16th, a rematch with the Philadelphia 76ers. And I tell you, it's fashionable today to wear number 92 and the Green Bay uniform of Reggie White. The Packers with their biggest win since the Ice Bowl in 1967. Today, they knock out San Francisco, the defending Super Bowl champs. Congratulations to Mike Holmgren and his staff. How about this?
WGN said the worm is going to dominate. We go nuts over you and the Bulls.
Oh, the Cheeseheads are also fashionable,
Yeah.
even in Chicago on this date when the Packers knock out the 49ers. I'll tell you what, they've got a good chance, in my opinion, that by the time they get to Dallas next week, if the Cowboys win tomorrow,
Well,
they got a shot at the Cowboys, Red.
Well, Reggie White, you said it. He's quite a player, but so is that guy Favre.
Brett Favre, and
Yes,
he was
sir.
outstanding today.
All right, here we go. Same
Start of the
Yep.
third quarter. Bulls leading by 9. Scottie Pippen. He wanted Luke Longley to roll to the baseline. Michael Jordan open on the wing for 2. Nothing but net. 21 for Michael. Bulls lead by 11. Just underway here in the third quarter. Sherman Douglas, Johnny Newman, the backcourt for the Bucks. Baker, Robinson, and Benoit Benjamin up front. Or make that, yes, that is Benjamin. On the turnaround, had it partially blocked.
Looked like Michael came in to help out that time.
Scottie Pippen on the pull-up over Robinson. Luke Longley over the back, knocked it out of bounds.
Picks up a foul, his second foul.
Loose ball on Luke Longley. First foul of the second half. 11-point lead, Chicago. Vin Baker out front. Rodman right on him. Sherman Douglas, the point guard. Johnny Newman. 7 to go on the shot clock. Douglas. Sherman Douglas with only a second from the field. He has 4. So the lead again is 9 for Chicago. Scottie gets a clear out. Luke flashes in the post. Oh, nice dish to Pippen in close. Good interior feed to Scottie Pippen from Luke Longley.
A little underhand flip, and you got to take your man somewhere. Take him to the hoop. A lot of times you get some good reward.
Sherman Douglas draws contact from Luke Longley. That's Luke's third personal foul, second on the team. So 2 fouls here in the opening 2 minutes of play in the second half on Luke Longley. Robinson on the inbounds. Douglas off the screen by Baker. Oh, Johnny Newman lost a concentration there.
Took his eye off the ball. He was getting ready to make the cut.
So the Milwaukee turnover gives it back to the Bulls, who lead by 11. Harper looking to operate. Jordan clears in the post. Johnny Newman right on him defensively. Michael, beautiful spin move on the yes, and a foul. Yes, and it counts.
Oh, Michael went again down that baseline where everybody was standing. Watch this, everybody down there, and then he goes past the basket. They all try to stop him. He goes past it with the left hand up and off the glass and in.
The foul is on Benoit Benjamin, his first. Look at this.
Yep.
Pretty move, and Michael to cap it, and he does. 3-point play.
You don't always have to slam the ball down. You can take the air out of another team by a play like that too.
Bulls back to a 14-point advantage. Sherman Douglas forces the issue and draws contact for the foul.
MJ picks up number 2.
Third on the team already, right? Still almost 10 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Douglas really hemmed in by Jordan. Now he spins away to the lane.
Luke with a block.
Rodman comes away with it to Michael Jordan on the run. Scottie Pippen finds Rodman at the arc, or Harper at the arc for 3. Rodman knocks it out of play and got a apparently the ball went over the top of the backboard, so it'll belong to Milwaukee.
That was a good effort if you watch Rodman of an attempted rebound.
Yes. You know, Red, somebody
leading the league in attempted rebounds, isn't he?
Somebody ought to keep track of that. Attempted rebounds. That's the next one. Here's
right.
Glenn Robinson.
He is trying to get them all.
Yes. Pippen down low to Luke Longley. Luke in the lane. Nice up and under.
Yeah.
Yes, and a foul. Score that field goal.
Good move for the big guy.
Benoit Benjamin picks up the foul.
His second foul. Luke goes under, comes to the middle, fakes him up, steps up with the left hand. Vin Baker trying to get in there to block it, but it was not to be.
So Luke with 6 points at the free throw line. It's been in double digits scoring wise in 8 of the last 15. Boy, they had somebody on the runway, didn't they?
MJ was there.
Yeah, and he had Sherman Douglas escorting him to that runway as well. Glenn Robinson off the mark with that shot. He has been far from the player we saw in Milwaukee last month. Dennis Rodman. Scottie Pippen on a turnaround. Longley did not have position for that rebound, but Benjamin did, and he gets the board. On the run, Sherman Douglas.
Oh, he tipped it out.
Yeah, last touch by Newman. Harper did get a piece of it, Red, but Newman tipped it last.
Just enough to change the direction. Newman couldn't catch it, went off his hand and out.
So the Bulls hustling defensively force another Milwaukee turnover. Bucks have 11 turnovers here tonight. Harper, the keys to his game, has been tipping the basketball.
Offensive foul.
That is an offensive foul. Luke Longley pushed off with his off arm, his left arm, I believe, as he went in.
That's number 4. 2 offensive fouls on Luke. Got that little pass swinging onto the middle, went up to try to take a semi-hook.
You know, the point on Ron Harper, we're talking facetiously about attempted rebounds, but Ron Harper, if you keep a track of how many times he tips a ball, you know, forcing a turnover in that regard, or slowing down an offense, taking an offense out of rhythm. That's a 3 right there for Glenn Robinson. 13 for Robinson. Pippen to answer. Ring it up.
Pip wanted to come right back. You know he wanted to come back. He's got 13.
And the lead is 62-47 Chicago. It's the little things you don't keep track of statistically or see in the score the next morning in the box score that makes a difference in a ball game. Pippen called for the foul here, a push on Robinson. And on Scottie, his second. That's the 4th on the team. Let's pause for station identification.
This is America's #1 sports station, WGN-TV, Chicago.
Don't forget to stay tuned for the 9 o'clock news following our game. Sherman Douglas. Robinson, Bears watching at the arc. Pippen right on him. Double team from Jordan. Douglas open in the corner. Pippen the rebound of the Bulls are on the run. Scottie has numbers. Rodman to Jordan.
Dennis gave him a little chip shot. Mike was just sort of down there for the ride.
Robinson from the yard. Longley's there.
Shoot a flat ball, doesn't he? With
sure does. He always did. I saw a lot of him at Purdue. Pippen on the scoop. No, but a foul.
Little Sherman tank got him underneath for his first foul.
It's 3 on the Bucks. Scottie heads to the free throw line with 13 points.
Well, this unit certainly is interested in the game. When they went to the bench, all interest stopped, it seemed. And
you know, and Red, that's been more the exception than the rule. The Bulls have gotten consistently good play out of their bench this year. Dickie Simpkins up off the bench reports on. They've got to get Luke Longley out of there. He has 4 personal fouls. So Simpkins goes in, and the Bulls actually work a 3-forward offense now. Scottie Pippen, 2/3 of the way to a triple-double. He only has 1 assist, though. He splits a pair at the line. He has 14 points. Bulls are leading now by 16, their biggest lead of the night. Robinson firing away to no avail. Ron Harper sets it up for the Bulls. Pip looking inside. Dickie Simpkins with the chip shot, his first from the field. So the lead is 18 for Chicago.
That's bigger than they had in the first half.
Yes, 15 was the high lead in the first half.
They led by 14 after that first quarter.
Very reminiscent of their championship teams. Red, the Bulls have been doing the job in the third quarter in their games and blowing opponents away. The collapse that time on Vin Baker, and a foul is called. Got a timeout called on the floor. So a break of the action. The foul is on Dennis Rodman. It's his second. The team is over the limit. Free throws coming up when we resume with the Bulls in command. 65-47 in the third.
Right now, Southwest Airlines has Gotta Go fares starting at just $19 one way on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays. It's such a good deal, people everywhere see it as the perfect opportunity to get away. But if you want Gotta Go fares to be your big break, you'd better hurry. Gotta Go fares from $19, only on Southwest, the low-fare airline.
Hello from Plank Road, where our man Paul has breaking news about Ice Brewed Ice House. While most folks liked the handy-to-hold 12-ounce bottle, others demanded cans, and we listened. Then someone said, instead of just 6-packs, how about 12-packs of this smooth brew? And then a cry went out across the land for 24-pack cases. So now, no one else stacks up to Ice Brewed Ice House. Thanks, and enjoy.
Now, to each man who shaves, there's an edge all his own. Only Edge Gel has 8 custom formulas to fit every shaving need. From tough beards to sensitive skin. For a close, comfortable shave, get an edge of your own. Ultimate closeness, ultimate comfort. That's the Edge. And for dry skin, try new Edge Extra Moisturizing Formula.
Under the goal of the United Center, the Bulls in command here in the third quarter because one of their standouts, Dennis Rodman, is doing his job, but for the Bucks, one of their key ball players is not having such a great night. Career high the first time these two teams played for Glenn Robinson. He's struggling. 5 for 10 from the field, only 13 points tonight. Rodman, 11 rebounds, on track to match his season high of 21 rebounds accomplished in that game at Milwaukee.
Vin Baker had 5 points in that first quarter. He ended up with 14 at halftime. This will be his first attempt to score here in the third. Dennis Rodman committed that foul.
Baker consistently developing into one of the all-stars for these Bucks, averaging a double-double, has led the club in scoring 15 times and rebounding 19 games. Earlier this season, he was leading the league in rebounding. Makes good on a pair here. He has 16 points. High man for the Bucks, who trail 65-49. Halfway through third quarter. Michael off a screen by Dickie Simpkins, or let's see, we got a foul coming up here. Yeah, it is. Going to be on Simpkins. I think he held on the screen, or is it?
Rodman.
Oh, Rodman down low. Away from the ball. Rodman picks up his third. So non-shooting affair. The Bucks get it back. Bill Jackson on the bench with Tex Winter. Sherman Douglas watched by Michael Jordan. Wanted to go to the post, and Glenn Robinson had to go up high to Baker. Terry Cummings. Rodman the rebound. Cummings batted it away, but Harper retrieves to Pippen on the run. Scottie all the way. Tipped by Rodman, won't go. Baker rebounds. So the Bucks dodge a bullet there. Bulls leading 65-49. Cummings trying to set a screen. Douglas goes the other way on the reverse, and the tip won't go for Keys.
Ronnie Harper got the smash. There it is. They didn't look behind. Terry Cummings was worried about Michael taking it on in. Harp's got 10.
And the Chicago lead grows to 67-49. Douglas again watched by Jordan.
What fancy work by Dennis Rodman down there.
Baker gets it nonetheless in the post. Rebound back tap by Harper. Sherman Douglas. Fresh shot clock for Milwaukee. And again, Baker quickly to the right hand across the lane. Vin Baker now with 18. Michael fakes the three. Randolph Keys. Scottie Pippen. Off the glass on Robinson. Pippen with 16. Douglas sets it up for the Bucks, who now trail 69-51. Skip pass. Randolph Keys, and he was fouled. Harper from behind. third on Ron Harper. Take a look at the last break by the Bulls.
Now here it comes out to Michael, and Terry Cummings thinks Mike's going to take it on in, but Harp gets the pass. Up he goes, and hammer time.
Ron Harper here tonight with 10 points. And at the free throw line is Randolph Keys. And you know, Butch Carter, the assistant coach, was talking about Randolph Keys and what an addition he has been. Called up from the CBA, where he's leading the CBA in scoring. Right, and this is a guy who does a lot of things you don't see in the box score. A lot of things, moves the basketball, good teammate, good teamwork.
He played with Cleveland, and they had too many guys that size at that time for him, and I always thought he was a pretty valuable player.
Pippen sets it up for the Bulls.
All right, Dennis, worth it three.
Dickie Simpkins. Here's Michael for three. Simpkins chases down the rebound. And it's going to belong to Milwaukee as the Bulls lose it out of bounds. 3:40 left to go in this third quarter. Sherman Douglas on the block. They've got Robinson. Poked away by Pippen nicely. Harper on the run. A lead for Pippen. Tipped by Rodman. Tipped by Scottie.
Dennis and Rodman staying right at it. Pip's got 18 now.
71-52 Chicago.
There's a foul on Pip. He tried to reach behind. That's number 4 on the Pip man. Bulls with 5. They're in trouble, so the big dog will shoot a couple free throws here. 3:09 left in this third quarter.
So Robinson at the line.
This is typical Pip, right? 6 points in the first quarter, only 1 in the second quarter. He took some time on the bench, and he comes back here, and he's got 10 points in this quarter.
You know, against Houston, he really struggled in the first half the other night, right? I think he was 2 for 10 from the field, but had the big third quarter.
He comes back and does his job. Robinson with 15.
Coming up on 3 minutes to go in the third. 71-54 Bulls. Harper working the screen by Simpkins.
Dickey didn't know where to go. He finally ran into a man, and they're going to watch him.
Foul on Dickie Simpkins. Offensive foul. His second personal. Timeout called on the floor. Bill Jackson lecturing his second-year performer, Dickie Simpkins. Scottie Pippen head to the bench. He's had a good third quarter thus far with 10 points, with the Bulls on the lead.
The GMC Sierra. This year, it has even more power, and it's always been known for strength. And of course, style. But we still felt the need for a little something on the side. The convenient new third door. Another first on Sierra from GMC.
It's Saturday afternoon, almost game time. The TV's on, your feet are up. You've got the remote control in one hand, a great tasting ice-cold Miller Lite in the other. And as you take that first ice-cold sip, there's only one way to describe it.
Soon, WGN Morning News will bring you more in the morning. With 2 hours of news, up-to-the-minute weather, action-packed sports, and live traffic reports. Plus, we take you around town, tell you what's in style, detail the latest medical breakthroughs, show you how to get fit, give you the scoop from Hollywood, and bring you news that could affect your family. More of the news you want for 2 hours weekday mornings. WGN Morning News, from 7 to 9 starting Monday.
Hey fans, you can become part of the Bulls team by joining the Chicago Bulls Fan Club, presented by Blockbuster Video. Call the Bulls at 312-455-4000. Glenn Robinson, 5 of 12 from the field, 15 points here tonight. He has struggled somewhat in this ball game here tonight, but take a look at super sophomores, and Glenn Robinson heads the list in terms of points per game this season.
The guy that disappeared is Danielle Marshall, isn't it?
top 5 draft picks in last year's draft, and you're right. Donyell Marshall has fallen off the face of the earth, hasn't he? Double team, a little trap of the backcourt, and Sherman Douglas gets the basketball. 10 to go on the shot clock. Illegal defense coming up on Chicago.
Dickie Simpkins.
And that'll precipitate a free throw for the Bucks. Second illegal defense on the Bulls. Robinson's hit 4 out of 5 at the line, make it 5 out of 6. Glenn from Gary, Indiana, in Purdue University. Bucks ball, they trail 71-55. Douglas again watched by Jordan. Oh, the lob for Robinson, well done.
He's got 18 now. He's got 10 in his quarter.
He's heating up. Scottie Pippen to Ron Harper. Under 3 minutes to go. Coming up on 2 minutes left to go in this third quarter. Simpkins on the post. Looks at his options. Pippen on the wing. Backs in on Robinson. Off the glass. Didn't quite have the angle. Rodman the rebound. Jordan just inside the arc.
He knows where Michael and Scottie are on the floor when he comes down with that rebound. 15 rebounds in a game for Dennis.
There's a look at Dennis Rodman.
Tony got to come in here. Who's he coming for? Will it be Dickie Simpkins or will it be Pippen?
Kukoc is on in place of Pippen. The ball was last touched by Milwaukee. Watch Rodman at work here. Gets it away to Michael. Now Jordan off the inbounds. Under 2 minutes to go in the quarter. Michael gets baseline. Simpkins to Kukoc. Off the glass. There it is.
Zinger off the glass for Tony.
Yes, sir. A quick carom there. 16 now. 16 points the lead for the Bulls. Sherman Douglas to Randolph Keys for 3. 5 points for Randolph. Make that 6 for Randolph Keys now in the game. Bulls by 13. Bucks are hanging in there.
Offensive foul on Dennis. He trying to get out of the way. Now he kicks him. A big dog kick. But it was Keys.
It was Keys and
technical on Rodman now. Foul and a technical on Rodman. Commits the offensive foul down on the end. Then they call it.
Let's take a look at this again, Red. Rodman setting the screen. And Randolph Keys, and then Robinson puts in on the free throw. He has 19 points. I guess they didn't like the way Dennis disengaged from that situation.
It's down here to 12 now.
Rodman now 4 personal fouls.
Offensive foul.
Offensive foul set now by Glenn Robinson.
Right.
Offensive foul, Milwaukee Bucks.
A lot of illegal screens being set here tonight, Red.
They're all done on the motion, you know.
A lot of moving screens. Inbounds to Harper. Boy, look at Douglas right in his shirt. And Douglas finally commits the foul. Second on Sherman Douglas.
First in the last 2 minutes, I believe, here.
You are correct. Non-shooting affair. The Bulls lead this game by 12 with 65 seconds to go in the third. So don't go away. It is still a ball game, although the Bulls have been on the verge on a couple of occasions of blowing the Bucks right out of this building. MJ to the motion. Finds Tony Kukoc for the jumper. Vin Baker the rebound. Sherman Douglas out of the backcourt. Baker on the trail.
Travel. Thank you.
Here was.
Good play. Nice shot. But he took one giant step and didn't say, may I? Simon says.
Yeah. You know, Red, I was going to mention to you that one giant step line has been used before.
There it is.
Jordan nails it from the outside, just inside the arc. He has 26.
Now they were going 2 for 1 that time again, so Mike took that quick baby. They'll get it back here. There's about a, what, 5-6 second differential here.
Sherman Douglas picked up by Kukoc on the switch. Big Dog has Jordan in the post down low, and they go to him. Double down from Kukoc. Rodman rotates over. Quick ball movement. Baker misses from the outside. The ball triggered loose by Cummings, and they've got a foul on Terry Cummings. That's his 3rd personal foul.
You should have gone all the way down and Dennis Rodman to shoot a couple free throws.
6.7 seconds remain. Mike Dunleavy. Again, as we mentioned, his club plays defense, Red. They give up 98.8 points per ball game, 47.8% shooting for their opponents. Not great, but certainly good enough defense to keep you in night after night. You're going to be around the number. You're going to be somewhere close as you head to the 4th quarter playing defense. Dennis Rodman makes good on his first. He's only about 57% from the free throw line. Bushler is on. Harper leaves for the Bulls. First time since 1995, March 7th, that Rodman had more points than rebounds.
Oh, Michael was right there. Just missed that tap. It hung up too high.
Sherman Douglas over Bushler, comes up short as the quarter comes to a close. So the Bulls head to the 4th quarter. Scottie Pippen and company looking up at a 15-point lead over Glenn Robinson, who had a big 3rd quarter, scoring 11 points to keep the Bucks close.
Up here. Hi, Martin Mull. I'm inside Ed Klein's stream. Ed's having a vivid dream about money because he's taking advantage of Red Roof Inn's stream rates. I think his subconscious is overjoyed about all the money he's saving. Am I right, Ed? That was a yes.
Red Roof Inn's dream rates are available for a limited time. For reservations, call 1-800-THE-ROOF.
I hate to tell him his alarm's about to go off.
2 all beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed behind.
2 all beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed behind.
2 all beef patties, special
sauce, lettuce, cheese,
pickles, onions
on a sesame seed behind.
Take a big back break.
Have you had your break?
At McDonald's, have you had your break? Let's eat.
It's their turf. It's their world. It's their game. And when we don't play by their rules, the results can be deadly. From the creator of the award-winning television series Wild America comes a home video unlike anything you've ever seen. These are nature's dangerous encounters, captured in one of the most astonishing wildlife films ever made, and available now for the first time as a special 1-hour home video. Call this toll-free number now to get Dangerous Encounters for just $19.95. It is not available in stores. Order now, and you'll also receive Watching Wildlife absolutely free. That's right. Both of these extraordinary programs are yours for just $19.95. Call now.
For rush delivery, get your credit card ready and call 1-800-889-6600. That's 1-800-889-6600. Or send your check or money order to the address on your screen. Call 1-800-889-6600 right now.
Write down the Bulls' high score, his point total, and the date of tonight's game, and send it on a postcard to WGN. You could win round-trip tickets on Southwest Airlines, the low-fare airline.
Miller Lite scoreboard. Charlotte over Atlanta tonight. Cleveland beat up on Orlando. Now Orlando played without Shaquille O'Neal out with a sore thigh, and Nick Anderson down with a sprained right toe. Washington fell to Detroit 90-82. Indiana trailing Houston in the 3rd. Denver a slim edge over Miami in the 2nd, and Golden State Sacramento will later start. Cleveland team is playing well under Mike Fratello. Start of the 4th quarter. Robinson to the bucket. He is denied but fouled. Pippen and Simpkins met him at the pass, and Scottie gets called for the foul. Now that is his 4th.
Terrific move. I want to tell you that was a great move by Robinson. Down he went. He makes the spin. And he went in for the stuff, and there was 2 guys there to stop. Now this is a great move. He goes around. That was a Dominic Wilkins vintage move when Dominic was
when he was in his prime with Atlanta.
Right. Only take this time to say happy birthday. Yesterday, my daughter-in-law had a birthday, Teresa Schlickman Kerr, and I forgot to call her and wish her a birthday. So, Trace, I was thinking about you. I just didn't have enough money.
You ran out of dimes, right? And you didn't want to call collect. Jordan sets it up for the Bulls. Robinson jumps at Pippen. Michael swings loose on the reverse. Beautiful move.
Well, he's made about 3 of those from the other side tonight, hasn't he?
Yes, he has. 28 for Jordan. Bulls by 15. Michael can beat you, obviously, in so many ways. This has been Baker.
That would have been a great song.
Tough shot there for Glenn Robinson. Back tapped rebound, and to the bucket goes the dog. Glenn Robinson with 23. Bushler. Scottie Pippen delivered the pass to Bushler. And the Bulls lead again by 15. Ball triggered loose.
He kicked it.
Yep. Kick on Randolph Keys. The Bulls will get it off the turnover. Mike Dunleavy in his 4th season, as we mentioned. This is the year they hope they can make a playoff run. Scottie Pippen. Nice touch. 20 for Scottie now. He's been struggling recently, shooting around 33% from the field, but Pippen here tonight. 9 for 19, so a little bit better than that. Baker flashing across the lane, pulls up on Simpkins, left it short, and Kukoc is there for the rebound. Tony to Scottie Pippen. Pippen with Jordan on his right. The lead.
He just laid that baby over the rim, and Michael picked it with one hand, knocked it down. He's got 30, and all of a sudden, Pip's got 5 assists now, closing on that triple, huh?
He's got double digits points and rebounds. Now the artistry of Pippen and Jordan on the break.
Off his back.
Mayberry lost it. Conlon picks it up.
Oh,
in among the trees. Marty on the tip again. Knocked out of bounds. Who's it going to go to? Chicago basketball. Take a look at this break. This is artistry.
Fast break. Here it goes. Just kicked out to Scottie Pippen. Pippen gets the ball. He just underhands it up. Mike just delivers.
Back live. Dickie Simpkins fouled before the shot attempt by Marty Conlon. 3rd personal on Conlon. First on the team as Mike Dunleavy looks on and
catch a tee.
He's been working the officials all night.
He's gone. He got the tee and then the kick.
So the tee and the boot for Mike Dunleavy, who's been working these officials hard all night, and he heads out of here. Frank Hamlin out to protect Mike from further damage. So Mike Dunleavy heads off. Frank Hamlin will take over on the bench for the Bucks. .9:33 to go in the game. Jordan puts in on the free throw, the technical foul. And he'll have another. So they hit Dunleavy with 2 technical fouls, and that's why he got the boot. Michael doing the job at the line. Now 10 of 12 at the free throw strike, 32 points in the game. There's Frank Hamlin, a longtime assistant, and for a brief period of time, the head coach of the Milwaukee Bucks after Del Harris left a couple of years ago.
Michael leaves with 32 points. Steve Kerr enters for him with 9:33 to go.
Chicago lead is 86-65 now. 21-point advantage. Kerr. Now Scottie. Simpkins. Bushler with 8 to go on the shot clock. Kukoc at the arc for 3. Scottie Pippen the rebound. They reload the clock. Nice dish into Kukoc. 10 for Tony.
6 for Scottie, huh? 6 assists there.
6
All of a
assists
sudden,
now
he's
for
creeping
Scottie
up.
Pippen. You want him to get that triple double, don't you?
Yep.
Easy for me to say. Conlon. Baker puts it back. Baker with 20. So Baker and the big dog have gotten their points. Better than 20 apiece. Judd Bushler, quick release. Robinson the rebound. Bulls leading by 21. Robinson, good change of direction move. He was fouled on the drive.
Okay, let's take a look at a play here a minute ago by the Southwest Airline overhead camera. Scottie Pippen goes out. 2 guys come to him. They can't find Kukoc, but a left-hand pass underneath from Scottie knocks it down.
On the play just a moment ago, Scottie Pippen picked up his 5th personal foul.
He's gone.
2nd on the team, and Scottie heads off. Still 4 assists shy of a triple-double.
I don't think he'll get it tonight.
No, I don't think so. I don't think he's worried about it either. Conlon off the heel of the rim. Kerr the long carom. And the Bulls back in business, leading by 21. Tony Kukoc at the high post. 10 to go on the shot clock for Dickie Simpkins. Tony running off that screen by Simpkins. Good ball movement by the Bulls.
Somebody cheated. Dickie, show that.
Throws it away to Glenn Robinson, who pulls up at the arc. Marty Conlon is there. Had it stripped away, put it down to the floor, and Harper comes away with it. Here's a hold by Robinson. 4th personal on Glenn Robinson, 2nd on the team.
And a technical
foul called also on Marty Conlon. So Marty looks like, what did I say?
They wanted Dickie to take the shot last time. They fired it around, and he was sort of sleepwalking out there. He could have got that ball and put it up.
Marty Conlon's one of the most popular players for the Bucks up at the Bradley Center. Fans love his blue-collar approach to the game. Steve Kerr puts in on the free throw off the technical. Marty Conlon is fired up. He's still upset. He doesn't watch it. He'll join his coach in the locker room.
Now Hart just came back in. Now he leaves.
Randy Brown inserted into the lineup.
Bill Wennington also in there.
So Brown and Kerr the backcourt. Bushler, Wennington, and Kukoc up front for the Bulls in the final. 7:43. Tony Kukoc facing Vin Baker, who reaches out on him, and a foul called on Baker. Only his 2nd personal, 3rd on the team. Bulls are defeating opponents by an average of almost 11 points a game, the best differential in the NBA. And here tonight, the lead is 89-67. Wide open Bill Wennington. That's what he does best. His first bucket of the game. 91-67 Bulls. I'll tell you what else the Bulls have been doing well lately. Keys with a quick release, and Randy Brown the rebound. Bulls have been playing defense the last few games. Here's Kukoc on the run. He was taken down to the play. Randolph Keys, it appeared, was the man who committed the foul. It is Randolph Keys, his 4th. 4 on the team.
Tony going in hard from that left side. He got hit on the arm, and that can take the air out of you.
So Tony squints the eyes a bit as he heads to the free throw stripe. Kukoc with 10 points in the game. Take a look at that last rush by the Bulls. Bushler to Kukoc, filling the lane, and the takedown right there, forcing Tony to shoot it from 15 feet away.
You get a hyperextended arm.
Real
situation like that, yeah, very easy.
Kukoc with 11 points. Baker the rebound. Bulls have been playing defense of late, Red. In the last 4 games, they've held their opponents at 91.2 points a game. Here's a throwaway to Kerr. On the run with Bushy on the left. Bushler at the arc. Loads for three. Rebound Keys. They've been holding the opposition to 45%. 43% shooting from the field in the last 4 games. Pass intended for Conlon. Broke it up. Taken by Kerr. A foul by Marty Conlon.
He stepped on the line, I believe. Yep, he says he stepped on
it's
the line.
apparently no foul here. Kerr stepped on the baseline. I thought Hugh Hollands was calling a foul on that play. But we've got a break of the action. It'll be Bucks ball when we resume. 6:37 to go in the fourth. 92-67 Bulls.
Circuit breakers. Check. Window heat. On. Take off warning horn. Check. Parking brake. Set. Radios, radar, and transponder. Set and standing by. Sunscreen. SPF 15. That's a check.
Southwest Airlines is going to Florida with low fares on every seat, every flight, every day. Florida has never been closer.
Cool shades. On.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today. This is dull.
Doesn't have to be.
And now the starting lineup. That groom from Texas, Billy Clyde Humphrey. And at Bride, a 5'6" debutante from Alabama, Nell Peterson. The Humphrey wedding brought to you by Miller Lite. When you've got the great taste of an ice cold Miller Lite, life is good. The vows are up.
I do. I do.
And they're good. Whoa, Nelly.
That was beautiful, man.
The GMC Sierra. This year, it has even more power, and it's always been known for strength. And of course, style. But we still felt the need for a little something on the side. The convenient new third door. Another first on Sierra from GMC.
On Wednesday, January 10th, when the Bulls battle the Seattle Supersonics, it's Ensure One Hat Night. First 10,000 fans entering the United Center will receive a Bulls hat compliments of Ensure One. 2020 teammates, take a look at it. Pippen and Jordan about 52 points. Baker and Robinson about 42 now. There's what they've done tonight. Pippen and Jordan right there, and they're probably done for the night.
2 games that Michael's played against Milwaukee at 45 and 32. Not bad.
Mayberry off the mark. Reynolds the long rebound. Sean Respert in the game, the rookie now for the first time tonight. Conlon got clobbered by Bushler on the play, was helping out Bill Wennington. Judd picks up the foul. That is his first personal, 3rd on the team. So Marty Conlon heading to the line as Phil Jackson and his coaches. Jimmy Rogers to Phil's right. Tex Winter to Phil's left. Conlon with 5. One out of 2 at the line for Marty Conlon. Bulls continue to lead 92-68. Bulls have a light week next week. Play here against Seattle, what, on Wednesday, Red? And then Saturday night, our game at Philadelphia. Wennington, again, the little jumper from the side, and he has 4. 94-68 Chicago. Sean Respert out of Michigan State.
Offensive foul on Keys. He just knocked Randy Brown off the ball.
5th on Keys. Just under 6 minutes to go. There's Randolph Keys. Done a nice job for this ball club. Although not tonight. Kerr. Oh, nice move by Kerr. Knifing between Conlon and Mayberry and hitting on the runner.
First basket for Steve tonight. They haven't let him get very many good looks at it, but he's played very well for us.
1 for 3 from the field. You're right. He's not had shooting opportunities here tonight, although he's passed up a couple, Red. Conlon takes Wennington off the dribble. The putback by Keys. 8 for Randolph Keys. Pressure in the backcourt. Wennington goes to the baseball fiend to Bushler. Kerr off a screen by Wennington. Nothing but net. Just as we start talking about
Steve's got 4 assists. He's been looking for the man. Now they give him a little bit of room, and he knocks it in.
The lead is 28 for Chicago. Lee Mayberry, one-on-one against Kerr. Respert bumped by Randy Brown, and the foul on Randy is his first and the 4th on the team. So the Bulls will equal the best 31-game start in the history of the NBA. With this victory tonight, they'll be 28-3, tying the 1966-67 Philadelphia 76ers and the 69-70 New York Knicks. Both of those teams, Red Kerr, went on to championships.
And more important, they'll be undefeated here in this building. They have defended their turf very well. Offensive foul on Marty Conlon.
Conlon on the illegal screen, his 4th personal. Bulls leading by 28. 4:21 to go. Bushler out on the floor. Good form on that jumper. He has 2 from the field at 4 points. 30-point advantage for the Bulls. Bumped by Jason Caffey on Jerry Reynolds. Jason picks up his first personal foul. Puts the Bulls over the foul limit. So Jerry Reynolds heads to the free throw stripe. Reynolds was picked off the CBA roster this season. There's a look at what we were just talking about after 31 games. Pretty good company for the Bulls. Jerry Reynolds makes good on his second. 2 out of 2 at the line for Reynolds. He has 2 points in the game. The Bulls lead is 100-72. Judd Bushler. Randy Brown in close. Randy going back for the rebound. Couldn't quite handle it. Sean Respert, the #1 draft choice. Randolph Keys for 3. 11 for Keys. 100-75. 25-point lead for the Bulls. Kerr was mugged as he made his move toward the lane.
That's Randolph Key. No, it isn't. It's
Lee Mayberry.
Lee Mayberry.
Only his first, but both teams now over the foul limit. The Bulls are 14-0 in games decided by 10 points or more. Make it 15-0 after tonight. Steve Kerr on the pull-up. Kerr heating up here in the 4th quarter, has 7 points. Reynolds on the fadeaway. Nicely
nice
done.
job,
Nice
yeah.
move.
You know, they keep giving you those stats, Wayne, about what the Bulls are and what teams are after they lead after the 1st quarter. But after the 4th quarter, when the Bulls lead, they're 28-3.
Yeah. That's right. Brown connects as the Sheik. Dennis Rodman looks on.
Randy Brown cracks the scoring column. A nice job. There he comes down the middle. He goes along Keys. Keys picks up foul number 6, and he is history.
Randy Brown's heading to the free throw line to add to his 2-point total. Yeah, there are a lot of those stats, you know, when leading after the end of the 1st quarter or leading at halftime or leading after 3, you know, and all those numbers. But when you're leading after the 4th quarter, Red, you're pretty hard to beat.
I like
you know what I mean? So Keys has a seat on the bench.
Changes all of those previous stats.
It sure does. Renders them inoperable. Johnny Newman is back on, and Reynolds still in the ball game, gets late to the box as Randy Brown sets for the free throw. Had 4 points the other night at Charlotte. Has 3 points here tonight. Tony Kukoc looking on. Tony with 11 points in the ball game in his tour of duty. Newman picked up by Bushler. Under 3 minutes to go for the game. Here's Respert in close. Well, I'll tell you, he's had a rough rookie season, Sean Respert. Going to belong to the Milwaukee Bucks. Chased out of bounds by the Bulls. 8 seconds to go on the shot clock when we resume with 2:46 to go in the game. Michael Jordan enjoying another light fourth quarter as the Bulls lead 105-70.
America's most experienced home improvements company has a new name, Century 21 Home Improvements.
Now you can save money and time on new, energy-efficient, easy-to-clean windows from Century 21 Home Improvements. Get a big 21% off with our special introductory discount.
See this ordinary window frame? It's screwed together, leaks like a sieve. Think of that as wasted heat, wasted air conditioning, wasted dollars.
Now our fusion welded frame. With these premium custom-fit windows, there are no leaks, so you'll save on energy bills.
And you'll save time, too, with windows that slide up with ease and tilt in for easy cleaning.
Our windows are custom sized before they reach your home. That means installation is a snap in any season.
Century 21 Home Improvements will always be there for you. You can count on it.
Call now for a free in-home consultation and save 21% up to $1,000 on installed windows. That's 1-800-795-8822.
Bull market right here.
Your copy of And Now Your Chicago Bulls. Relive the past 30 years through the 240-page book featuring past and present players and coaches. The book is available at any bookstore, at Pandemonium, or call 1-800-935-7799. Back to action. Resford on a quick release from the outside, and Steve Kerr the rebound. Bulls are leading 105-77. Bushler to Caffey, take it away from behind. Nice play by Jerry Reynolds. So it's bench on bench now in this ball game as Mayberry leads for Conlon. Nice look to Reynolds, off balance shot, and Kerr retrieves the air ball.
Kerr the sweeper all of a sudden.
Bushler on the wing. Caffey in close on Reynolds, and it's slapped away, but Bushy cleans it up.
Bushy threw the pass, followed his pass.
A lead for Reynolds. Pulls up over Wennington, nothing but net.
Long deuce.
Jerry Reynolds with 6, 107-79. Bulls with the lead and the ball.
Down under 2 minutes now.
So next week the test is against Seattle. Randy Brown. Wennington. And the Supersonics are going to be concluding a long road trip when they come in here on Wednesday. I'm not sure who that pass was for.
Get it up, Randy.
1 second to go. Kerr lets it loose. No, will not count. Didn't get it off in time. Shot clock violation. There's Michael's family. Juanita in the check coat on the right. That's Marcus on the right of your screen. Jeffrey in the middle. Jasmine on the left. And there's Dad. Dad's a spectator, too, at this juncture of the game.
He takes a little look up there. He knows how they're behaving. He knows everything's going on.
Mayberry to Conlon. In on Wennington. Foul coming up on Bill Wennington. It's only Bill's first. It'll precipitate some free throws. You know, Red, the thing is, you've got Seattle coming in here at the end of a long road trip. The Bulls with a few days to prepare for them, and I would imagine that sets up pretty well as far as Chicago's concerned against a strong opponent like Seattle.
And we had 3 days off before we played Orlando and the Knicks. There's your calendar. See the 3 days off the Bulls have here before they play the Sonics.
And then the schedule heats up on the 15th, 16th, 18th, and then there are 4 games the following week or thereabouts, 4 or 5 games. 107-81 the score. Bushler plays ahead to Jason Caffey. 76 seconds to go. 10 to go on the shot clock. Randy Brown from the outside getting some minutes here. The Bucks on the move. Johnny Newman, the only starter on the floor for either team. Mayberry for 3. Lee Mayberry connecting from the arc. He has 5 points. Bushler lost the handle. Wennington sets and fires and ring it up. Wennington with 6 here in the 4th. Celtics and Utah were the two opponents, held under 90 points, held 85 points. Bucks sitting on 84 right now. Respert to Reynolds. Bushler the rebound with a groan. Final seconds ticking away in this ball game. Jason Caffey to the right hand. Oh man.
Bushy.
Look at Michael's reaction. Even Rodman in the towel right behind Jordan had a smile on his face. Respert misses again, knocked out of bounds by the Bulls. It'll belong to the Bucks with 7.6 seconds remaining. So this will be the lowest, if the Bucks don't score here, would be the lowest point total for a Bulls opponent this season. It'll be the biggest margin of victory for the Bulls this year. And this ball game is history.
At the buzzer, yes, count it.
Bushler makes it academic, but does apply an exclamation point and reaches double figures with a 10-point fourth quarter. Dennis Rodman heads off. Here's the previous play. Bushy connecting there. And look at the bench reaction here. Jordan and Rodman enjoying that one. Because with each rebound and jam, Judd Bushler, as Rodman peels the shirt off his back, Judd Bushler with an as the Bulls head down to the locker room. Phil Jackson, a smile on his face, and Tony Kukoc as well. 113-84, the victory here tonight for the Bulls. Their biggest victory margin of the season. Will be back.
I'm Jackie Bang. Up next on your post-game edition of WGN News, a frightening find: sawed-off shotguns and homemade guns discovered in a northwest suburban home. But is it just the tip of the iceberg? Also, a real-life tragedy at the Metropolitan Opera. A tenor dies on stage. And the Southeast gets smacked by a major snowstorm. It's one they're measuring in feet, not inches. Looks calm in the Chicago area, but don't let that fool you. Jim Ramsey will have your full weather forecast. These stories plus your $12 million lotto drawing, only on WGN News.
AT&T shot of the game. The artistry of Scottie Pippen and Michael Jordan on the break. Watch this. The little lead pass and the leap by MJ. AT&T shot of the game. Southwest Airlines high-flying scorer Michael Jordan, 32 points, 3 steals, 10 of 20 from the field tonight for MJ in a 32-point performance. Back with a final word after these messages.
Men, is gray hair sneaking up on you right under your nose, making you look too old?
Whoa, it is sneaking up on me. Up here, too.
You need Just for Men gel, made for the hard-to-color gray of mustaches and sideburns. Simply brush in this no-drip gel, and in 5 minutes, rinse. Gray's gone. Your mustache and sideburns blend perfectly with your natural hair color.
That gray won't sneak up on me again.
Just for Men gel, the sure thing for a natural look.
Go ahead, make my day.
Clint Eastwood. He takes the law into his own hands. And now you can watch his best movies anytime you want with Time Life Video's totally uncut Clint Eastwood collection. It's classic Clint, hard as flint.
People have a nasty habit of getting dead around you.
Call this number now for your first video. Eastwood's Oscar-winning masterpiece, Unforgiven. The special price is only $9.99.
I'm here to kill you, little Bill.
And if you order by credit card right now, we'll send you the ultimate bonus video, Dirty Harry, absolutely free.
Do I feel lucky? Well, do you, punk?
Remember, your collection starts with Unforgiven, specially priced. To order your Clint Eastwood Unforgiven video, call 1-800-624-3800. Use your credit card to receive Dirty Harry free, or send $9.99 plus $3.49 shipping and handling to Clint Eastwood, Department 3, Richmond, Virginia, 23280.
Hey, this dress really hides your age spots. Have your fingers always been this wrinkly? Are you retaining water? Ew. Your hand is so clammy. This stone makes your hand look even more delicate.
Need 5 extra chances to get something right? Try new Wild Bingo. 5 extra chances to win up to $10,000 on every card. New Wild Bingo from the Illinois Lottery.
So if you don't spill anything on this, we can return it, right? Whoa.
Soon, WGN Morning News will bring you more in the morning. With 2 hours of news, up-to-the-minute weather, action-packed sports, and live traffic reports. Plus, we take you around town, tell you what's in style, detail the latest medical breakthroughs, show you how to get fit, give you the scoop from Hollywood, and bring you news that could affect your family. More of the news you want for 2 hours weekday mornings. WGN Morning News, from 7 to 9 starting Monday.
Robinson and Baker combined for 43 points. They did their work from a scoring standpoint, but the Bucks only got 41 points from the rest of the squad, and they're blown out by the Bulls 113-84. And the Bulls at home, they've won 24 in a row dating back to last year. These are regular season games. They are 17-0 at home this season. And Red Kerr, again, an impressive performance by the Bulls.
This is something you didn't know. Johnny Newman in his 10th year failed to score against a Bull. The only time I can remember he didn't kill him.
Yeah, exactly. The Bulls instead killed the Milwaukee Bucks here tonight. Again, the final score 113-84, and the Bulls run their record at 28-3. Our next telecast on WGN will be next Saturday night when the Bulls travel to Philadelphia to face the 76ers. Our telecast begins at 6:30 p.m. Central Time. Tonight's game produced and directed by Skip Ellison. Associate producer John Walgren. Our assistant director Mandy Cohen. Executive producer WGN Sports is Bill Borson. Now for Johnny Red Kerr, this is Wayne Larrabee saying so long from the United Center. Stay tuned for WGN News just ahead.
Chicago Bulls basketball has been brought to you by Miller Lite. When you've got the great taste of an ice-cold Miller Lite, life is good. Builders Square. For all your home improvement needs, we'll get you squared away. Your local McDonald's restaurant. Have you had your break today? Electric Avenue, Montgomery Ward. The store for great prices on brand name electronics and appliances.
Bulls in the Western Conference semis.
Everything you wanted to know about the Bulls' 70th win, plus the first games of the NHL playoffs coming right back at you.
Coming up on Sports Center, Wilt and Jerry couldn't do it, but what about Luke and Mike? 70 wins in reach. No Nick, no Magic, no problem for Cedric and Big D. The captain gets a warm welcome back, while the great one, whoa, isn't so welcome. The unit mows down the Angels at the Kingdome, and the Twins have problems of their own at their dome. Cecil Lumber Yard. And the little guys get it done out west. Larry Holmes, he's back and larger than ever. This mile-high QB isn't going anywhere, but we'll go drafting to see where these QBs could be headed. Open your eyes, everybody, and see what's headed your way. A little candy for you, sure, and other incentives. Hey, check out little Sparky in the sombrero. Sports Center, to the wall and back next.
Hello and welcome to the latest hour of Sports Center, along with Craig Kilborn. I'm Gary Miller.
Coming up on the Feel Good, the Lakers trying to avoid the bump and fine, and it's hockey's magic time of year, the playoffs. But first, boldly going where no team has gone before with Captain Mike.
Imagine Michael Jordan at 70. That will happen chronologically in the year 2033. Athletically, he was trying for a Tuesday night. There was one good thing about last spring's baseball strike. 13 months ago, Michael Jordan returned from a one-year hiatus on the diamond, rededicating himself to a sport in which he felt he had accomplished everything that could be. In his first 82 games back, the Bulls actually won 71 times. But this would make it official. Already sharing the single-season record with the Lakers, the Bulls had 4 cracks at immortality. If you understand anything about Jordan and this team, you knew it would only take one. Mike Dunleavy was trying to prevent that. His Bucks were up for the challenge, but early on it was all Bulls. Wild melee, Harper over his head, Jordan ahead of the pack, Bulls ahead in the game. Then Jordan on the break, no look, the dish, and Scottie Pippen the finish. Bulls up early, but Vin Baker has been strong, and that's who the Bucks went to. In the lane, around Wennington, Baker had 28. Watch Johnny Newman. Take that, 70. Bucks suddenly break open to a 9-point lead, then Sherm Douglas curls and got the roll. Double-figure lead for the upstart Bucks. Is still 9-point lead at halftime. Scottie Pippen couldn't hit the three. Luke Longley with his best game back from injury had 16 points. Bulls cut it down to 4. Then Jordan. The teamwork to Pippen. It's now a 2-point game. Now is when pressure starts to hit. Steve Kerr responds. The three. Bulls have the lead. Then Luke Longley waiting. Then just a nice feed to Pippen. Bulls led by 4. Back to 2, under a half a minute to play. Baker, but it won't go. And in front of a sellout crowd, history is made. The Bulls are in the pink as they win it 86-80. Jordan hit just a third of his 27 shots. The Bulls were 4 of 18 on their threes, but they held the Bucks to just 12 points in the fourth quarter, 31 for the second half. That stifling D helped Michael and the Bulls add this achievement to all that has come before it and is yet to come.
Well, it was a sigh of relief because everyone put so much meaning in terms of into the 70, then a little bit more than what I put into it. I'm happy, believe me. I'm not disappointed at all. I'm very happy we achieved this. Now, if 70 means you're guaranteeing us a championship, then I'll be even more happier.
How come you guys aren't celebrating in there?
Hell no, we're ready to get the hell out of here. You know, cheeseheads and all. So let's pack our bags and go home and have a couple cigars, and some guys going to make love to their wives and some guys not.
Can you imagine Dennis Rodman with a cheesehead? Stick around. Much more in the Bulls throughout SportsCenter, including additional reaction to this unprecedented achievement. Also, a look at the road to 70 wins and the mileposts along the way. Craig?
With both Magic Johnson and Nick Van Exel serving suspensions for bumping referees, the Lakers' sideshow continues in Dallas. The question now, are there any other Lakers capable of bumping a ref? Well, if Magic did it, anyone is a candidate. Remember, as coach of the Bucks, Del Harris once ran onto the court and bumped an opposing player, Michael Adams. He's capable, and sadly, at the end of the day, a lot of us are capable. But we don't touch the refs because we're better than that. It's all about discipline. Lakers at the Mavs. Low angle of Sedell, 3, pull up to the jumper as we dissolve. Yes, we're doing dissolves as Sabalos lays it in. Another slow dissolve. Lakers up 9, Sabalos from the dots. Sabalos had 16 in the first half, and there he is, smiling. All behind my world, Jason Kidd, Jimmy Jackson. Mavs trail by 7 at the break. Eldon Campbell takes over second half. Is he the most improved player this year, or is it George Muir's son? That was to George Lynch. Now Vlade to Eldon Campbell. The Lakers win. Sabalos buckets 23, Eddie Jones 22. Eldon Campbell messes around and nearly gets a triple-double, 18 points, 9 boards, 9 assists. The Lakers have won 6 of 7, and against the Mavs, 18 of their last 20 meetings. It's the Rockets and the Suns. Charles Barkley sat out with a strained right calf. Joe Klein and Hot Rod Williams also out for the Suns. Akeem Olajuwon, Robert Ory not playing for the Rockets. Drexler with the knee pads, baseline. He had 13, the Rockets with the early lead. With Akeem out, KJ. Burning Sam Cassell, baseline. Then it's Mario Ellie that he loses. Suns trail by just 1 at the half. Third quarter, the Suns will pull away. Wayman Tisdale can shoot. The fade, 24 for the game, 12 in the third. Suns up by 10. Wesley Person, Michael Finley back to, Jumanji. Michael Finley, 18 points, and then more KJ. Chuck is enthused. He's cheerleading, and the Suns are winning. Wayman Tisdale goes for 24. KJ, 20 points, 12 assists. The Suns snap a 3-game losing streak. The Rockets are now 1-8 when Mark Bryant starts in Akeem's place. Gary.
The blueprint for the Blues is printed in red and invisible ink. Getting Wayne Gretzky was supposed to make them a long shot for the Stanley Cup. Instead, he's been hurt, and St. Louis won only once in his last dozen games. The Blues probably don't have the money or interest to keep Gretzky. In fact, they're so strapped, they're charging $20 on pay-per-view to watch playoff games on TV. There may not be many to watch as they open in Maple Leaf Gardens, trying to turn things around. Wayno in his first playoff in 3 years. Doug Gilmour welcoming him back to the postseason. Gilmour picked on him all night long. Wendell Clark got acquainted with Brett Hull. Feisty, chippy game, the kind that Mike Keenan usually likes, but a little concerned, but it was scoreless in the first. But Matt Sundin will pick up the loose puck and put it home past Grant Fuhr, and the Leafs get the sellout crowd in its feet, 1-0. Just 8 seconds into a power play, though, the Blues respond. Al McInnes, lightning fast shot is stopped, but Shane Corson puts it home to tie it at 1. Then Gilmour decides he wants a little bit more of Gretzky. I hope he has protection. Gretzky knows they're both veterans and decides, I don't fight, I respond. Pure was razor sharp from then on. Give up the Sundin goal and nothing else. 33 saves in all. Gretzky gets back on the ice, had a couple assists in the game, and now in his favorite spot, behind the net, waiting for his opportunity. And there to put it home, Brett Hull. Past Felix Potvin, St. Louis wins the game 3-1. Gretzky had all 3 assists, so the Blues win this one despite being outshot. They won only once in 6 regular season meetings with the Leafs, but that was also in Toronto, where Game 2 will be on Thursday. At McNichols, the first NHL playoff game in Denver in 18 years. Patrick Roy using everything, stopping Russ Courtnall with his face mask. This time Trevor Linden leaves it for Courtnall again, and Courtnall goes a little lower, and it's Vancouver up 1-0. Then tied at 1, 23 seconds into the second frame. Joe Sakic dribbles it through Kirk McLean, 2-1 Colorado. Claude Lemieux, great move, finds Valerie Kaminsky. Less than a half a minute later, suddenly the Avalanche with a commanding 3-1 lead. Still a 2-goal game in the second. Lemieux again. Peter Forsberg, the sophomore, puts it home, his second goal of the game. 5-2, and the Avalanche is starting to get crazy. Things really got out of hand here, though. Trevor Linden's stick will hit ref Kerry Frazier, clip him in the face. It looks awful, but he was all right. Vancouver was not. They lose 5-2. The only other NHL playoff game played in Denver was April 13th of '78, when the Rockies were eliminated by Philadelphia. 4 years later, they moved on to New Jersey. This series resumed Thursday in McNichols. Hartford Whaler general manager Jim Rutherford angrily denied an ESPN report that his team could announce by the end of the week that it is moving to Nashville. Rutherford said on Tuesday the Whalers have not spoken with anyone from Nashville, and in fact, the franchise has had no negotiations with any other city at any time. Connecticut's Lieutenant